if I seem tired, I'm going to have to apologise, but it's because I am extremely tired because I've literally just finished a 77.5 hour stream, a subathon stream over on Twitch. Scottejaye87 on Twitch, by the way. Make sure you come over and give us a follow. Now, this video is going to be quite a quick one, but it's a really, really useful tool for your guild if you use Loot Council. Now, I don't know how widespread this is. You know, if loads of you are using it already or even aware of it, if you are, then this might not be the video for you. But if you haven't heard of it, you'll definitely want to stick around and have a look, because potentially you might want to share this video with your guild or on your guild's Discord, you know, speak to your officers, whatever, direct them here to have a look at this and see what an amazing website a guy has put together. Now, I will put his details in the description. So he's done a video with a full walkthrough. I'm not going to do a full walkthrough, but his video breaks down every single little detail that you can do on here. But I just want to highlight it and do what I always do, like with the TBC WoW site, for example. Just get the information out there so you can share it on your Discords, so you can all start using these amazing tools that are being set up to use now, like the Attune add-on, for example. You know, you can use it in Classic as it stands today, the same way you can use this website in Classic today, and it interacts really well with Discord. So, like I say, I won't mess about, but if you like this video, when you get to the end, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel for loads more TBC content, maybe including beta at some point, who knows. So all I'm going to do is just give you a brief tour of this amazing website. Now, this is specifically if your guild wants to use Loot Council. So if you're using some form of Loot Council add-on in-game which tracks loot that goes to who, etc., you don't need to keep spreadsheets or, you know, anything on like Google Sheets, if you like, on Discord. You don't need to keep anything. You can export everything from your Loot Council add-on directly into this website that interacts really well with your Discord as well. So you set your roles and ranks on your Discord server, basically, which then directly correlates to the website, which will make more sense when I show you it, which I'm going to show you it now. So this might be a little bit difficult to show because currently we've only been testing it with me and another guy in the guild, so it will show as only a couple in the guild, unless anybody else has joined since I looked at this last. But first of all, you'll be, you know, greeted with this on the screen where you can register your guild. So when you go to register a guild, it will then show all the like Discord servers that you're a part of, because it's going to assume that your guild is your Discord server, obviously. So then when you're actually in your guild, obviously your profile will come up first. Now, I haven't done this, so I'm going to do this live with you now. So first of all, you need to create your character. So my character name is not any of those from that drop down menu. In fact, they're all my passwords that are showing up. That's awkward. It's actually my character's name is Scotty. That's it. Okay, not even Scottejaye, just Scotty. So guild member Scottejaye. Class druid, spec feral, race is a night elf. I'm level 60 currently. Raid group doesn't matter, just main. So then you can pick your professions as well. So let's say I am engineering and mining. You can then set your public note, your officer note. You can create other characters to tag as an alt, but for now we won't set any notes at all. We'll just leave it like that. So now I've got my character. Now what I can actually do here now, so it's public for your whole guild to see, is I can go to recipes and I can edit recipes that I might or might not have. So type a rare recipe in. So let's say I've got, just go with like repair bot. So let's just say I can make the mechanical repair bot 74A. That will do for now. So now it will show that I can make it. Some of the tooltips on this, you've got to remember, they are linked to Wowhead because the developer really wanted it to be official, you know, official World of Warcraft stuff rather than actually feeding off of like private server databases. I have requested that just temporarily we could have the items linked to tbcdb.com, which has got all 2.4.3 itemization. He's currently going to look into it this week to see if he can, but obviously once the beta drops and Wowhead obviously upload all their TBC 2.4.3 itemizations on the classic Wowhead, then obviously these will all work. So by TBC coming out, all of this will obviously work no matter what, but temporarily if we can use the 2.4.3 database from TBCDB, that would be nice. So that's been requested, but if it turns out to be too much work, I don't blame the guy at all for not wanting to do it, because this is going to be fine for you in Classic now, and it will be fine come TBC post beta. But let's say I put this in. So now everybody can see this. And what you can also do now is you can set your wish list. So you can put in what items you want. So if we was doing Karazhan, let's say I really want Nazrathim's Mind Blade, or whatever it's called, Navrazim Mind Blade. We're saying, right, I really want that. I also really want the capacitor, lightning capacitor as well. So look, I'm putting those on my wish list. I really want those, okay? And then I can save this. So now when we actually get to the tables, you'll see it will be clearly show who wants what on their wish list, what recipes they've got, so we can see who in the guild can make what without having to ask. Just really nice profiling tool for your character. Then if we go over to loot, we can then go to guild recipes, and it will show all of the guild recipes that people have inputted themselves. You're only going to want to put, you know, the rare recipes that you get from raids. So if you get Mongoose, you instantly should have Mongoose to your character, obviously if you're an enchanter. So everybody knows when they pop on here, they can see, oh, he can make that, that's cool, I'll wait till he's online. Now loot wise, obviously it's got all the loot tables for every boss. Now like I said, you got to remember these will be showing retail values at the moment, but they will change. But then you can also see out of those items who has it wish listed. So you can see that I've got the lightning capacitor wish listed. I've also got Nazrathim Mind Blade. I probably said that wrong again. I'm so tired. But that's got all the loot tables, all the recipes. You can look at that there. Then you can look at the roster. So we can see that there's 3 of us in the guild. We've got, for some reason, Ruse thinks he's level 70 when he's not. Then we've got, yeah, it's JJ, a hunter, me. So you can now see everybody's wish list here. If we started distributing loot to each other, then obviously that would show up the latest loot that you've received as well. Trust me, this works perfectly. You can see in the video in the description the guy who made it actually going through some test databases of where loot's been received and wish listed and ranked and all of that. So yeah, mark my words, once you start using it, it works beautifully. Then assigning loot. Now you can sit and have somebody doing this manually. You can literally assign an item to a character, whether it's main spec, off spec, if you want to put any notes, and then done. Or you can import the CSV data from RC Loot Council. So if you're running RC Loot Council in game, which if you're using a Loot Council system, you probably are, you can just import the CSV data straight into here, and it will automatically populate everything. So real slick and easy to use. Now there's an audit log as well, which just literally shows everything that happened, or you could look at it by member, you know, what's happened to each member, what's happened in you know, a specific raid team, and you can see absolutely everything in the audit log, who done it, like that. And then admin wise, there's just so much that you could do in the admin page that you're best off looking it up, or looking at the full hour long ish, I think it was, video of everything, because basically, you know, you will set here permission. So the guildmaster role, these are my Discord ranks, so you will set the guildmaster role to whichever rank suits. You know, for all the admins on my Discord are in the officer role, because they will be officers in the guild. And then the raid leader role, members, you know, you set your Discord ranks, and this will automatically set the permissions on the website. You can also lock loot received. You can limit wishlist visibility to raid leaders, you know, so people can put things on their wish list, but it's not publicly shown, so everyone's not trying to get the same loot as each other, or, you know, I don't know, you know, the shenanigans that goes on when it comes to looting guilds. But there's lots and lots of good things you can do on this. You can then go to item prios, and you can create a raid for, say, Karazhan. Discord role, save, you know, there's so much to do on here. I couldn't physically just sit here and go through everything with you, because that's already been done. As I say, that's the video in the description. I more just wanted to give you an overview of how this works and how it integrates into Discord, and how easy this will make your loot council in your guild, and everything's so plain, open, easy to use. Even a great tool just to scan through loot for each boss. It's an absolute genius, brilliant website, and I think everybody should start using it even now. There's no reason not to be using it now, because we have our guild set to TBC. But if I go to settings, so what you can also do is then add an expansion. See, we're playing just Burning Crusade, that's why you can't see anything Classic. But if you're currently playing Classic, you would have set this up at the beginning, but whereas I only want this ready for TBC. But we can create a new space for Classic, wipe ink, all the roles will need to be done again, but we can save that, and we can now go to wipe ink, and we now have 2. So we've now got our guild on Classic, we've got our guild on TBC. So if we now go into our guild on Classic, you would have to create your character, etc., obviously. But now we've got all the loot tables for, obviously, current content. So you can now use this for Nax if you want to start using this for Nax. And all the other rules remain exactly the same. You know, it's a great way to see, you know, on the website, if for some reason you're not in-game and, you know, you're not using Atlas loot, this is a very easy to navigate way of seeing all the loot in all of the raids, obviously being able to set prios, being able to set wish lists. But overall, in my opinion, just an absolutely beautiful website and amazing to use, and it's got all the integrations that you expect. I almost wish I was using a Loot Council now in Classic just to be able to use it, because it is that good. But this is called Thatsmybis.com. So please do check the video out in the description, because it goes into a lot more detail than I give. I just was so impressed with this that I wanted to share it with everyone, and if you haven't seen it, then now you have. You might want to share it with your guilds. As I say, that's what I would recommend, getting the word out on this. Anyone you know uses Loot Council, direct them to this site, start using it. Cheers boys, peace out.